1 o'clock in the morning right now in the Ukrainian capital of Kyiv. This is live video as Russian military forces are poised at the Ukrainian border tonight.
And this afternoon, President Biden announced new sanctions against Russia and its leaders in an attempt to stop any further aggression.
We have no intention of fighting Russia. We want to send an unmistakable message, though, that the United States, together with our allies, will defend every inch of NATO territory and abide by the commitments we made to NATO.
U.S. forces and equipment will be sent to Baltic allies in Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. President Biden unveiled new sanctions to punish Moscow, describing events now underway in Ukraine as, quote, the beginning of a Russian invasion. The United Kingdom also plans to impose sanctions on Russia, and Germany has stopped the progression of the controversial Nord Stream 2 pipeline following Moscow's actions in eastern Ukraine. There is, of course, a lot of interest in what's happening in Ukraine here in eastern Carolina.
And many of the military personnel in Europe are from Fort Bragg. News Channel 12's Megan Scarano is breaking down the sanctions that were announced today, and she's joining us now in the newsroom with more. And Megan, what sanctions will the U.S. impose?
Right now, the United States is blocking two of Russia's largest financial institutions, one of which is the VEB, which here in the United States would be like a large investment bank. And this is basically cutting off all Western financing. And they are now also sanctioning Russia's elite, so they are not exempt from the financial burden that many Russian citizens will now face. And we, along with Germany, are now working to halt the certification of a pipeline that was set to double Russian gas exports to Germany. This is a map of the 750-mile pipeline. CNN reports this could cost the Russian state-owned company $15 billion, but it's also going to hurt Germany. These are tough measures, but one President Biden feels is necessary, calling this the beginning of a Russian invasion in Ukraine.
Who in the Lord's name does Putin think gives him the right to declare new so-called countries on territory that belong to his neighbors? This is a flagrant violation of international law and demands a firm response from the international community.
The president went on to say that more sanctions will be announced in the coming days, and he says they are using every tool to limit the impact these sanctions will have here on our gas prices. In the newsroom, I'm Megan Scarano with News Channel 12.